This right here is the second part of the little reality check here. Now, this is in regards to Madden here. Now, this was a report, and I'm going to put this article in the description too. This is from CNBC. Now, CNBC does not review video games like that. They aren't a video game reviewing company. These guys are a straight up news company. So, if you make the news with them, it's either good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So, this right here, and as the article, it is titled, "Are Weak Madden Sales Signaling Trouble in Game Land?" Now, to all the EA fanboys that want to come out and say Madden's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, now try and defend against this. The game has already dropped $10 off. GameStop has took the price down, along with Walmart and Amazon. They took the price down from 60 to 50. Now they make reference to the 2010 version of Madden, and I'm just going to talk about it here briefly. I'll just read this part here real quick. It say here, one possible way to interpret that is the 2010 version, and they're talking about the price drop. They're like, the 2010 version game hasn't been selling at the same pace as the 09 version, which coincidentally failed to match the 08 numbers. That's troubling since EA relies heavily on Madden for up to 10% of its annual revenues. Admittedly, there were concerns about this year's game prior to its launch. Pre-orders were flat, and Coleman Sebastian, an analyst with Lazard Capital Markets, noted that the 2010 installment was a show-me story. People who are tired of what Madden has become are saying, I know some of my friends are going to pick it up, and I'll see what they have to say first. They say the price cuts could indicate the initial word of mouth was fair to middling. Critics gave the game fairly high marks, which complies game review scores. And here they cited Metacritic, which basically they gave the game an 85 out of 100, but the users gave the game a 5.3 out of 10. Now, saying that, and this is the whole thing. The game's been out just for a little bit over a week at the time, and the thing is that you look at this article, and the thing is, this game is broken. This game's busted. I mean, what can you truly say? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you truly say about this? Like, this game has been pretty poor over the years, and now it's making the national headlines about its poor quality. This truly lets you know about the poor quality, because if you put out a quality product, people will buy it, regardless of what the economy is or whatever. It's just like Avatar. Everybody and their mama ran out and saw the movie, went and copped the DVD. They go ahead and they re-release the movie. People still run out and go see the movie anyway. So, I mean, it's not the economy. It's just what the product. It's your product that you put out. And these guys have put out a very poor product. And the thing is, I went on to multiple sites today just to do a little comparison here. And I'm going to just bring this up here. Now, these scores right here, the ones that say IGN, GameSpot, and Metacritic, these are all the scores for what they gave Madden. What the actual site gave, and then what the user review was. And then underneath the BB, obviously that's for Backbreaker, and it's what the respective sites gave them in comparison to what the users thought. So now, you look here, IGN gave the game an 8. They gave Madden 11 an 8, but the users gave it a 6.1. Now, in contrast, these guys gave Backbreaker a 5, but then users gave it a 7.4. Like I said, GameSpot gave Madden 11 an 8 as well. Users gave it a 6.4 rating. Backbreaker, they gave it a 5.5. Users gave it a 7.3. Now, Metacritic, of course, like I said before, Madden, they gave it a 85, and the user rating went down since they put up that article. Went down to 5.1. And as for Backbreaker, they rated it at 54, but the user rating was 8.1. So, what this tells me is that from the consumer standpoint, Madden is a busted game, and Backbreaker is pretty on point. And this is from the user. So people that come out and just blatantly smash on Backbreaker like 360 Beast, Solo 45, what's his name? Fake Console War, or whatever that guy's name is that BB Highlights had criticized, or anyone else that's coming out, and puts Madden up on their shoulders. Your peers are coming out here. Your peers are out here, and they're clearly saying that Madden's broken with these scores. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, so obviously, this truly shows you that these media outlets are definitely paid. I mean, they're giving high rankings to these games, even though they're coming out and saying, "Don't buy it," "Oh, just rent it," or if you're looking for a sim football experience, this is not the game. But yet they still give it an 8. Why would you give a game that's just solely a rental an 8? That doesn't make any sense at all. They talked about many games. They'd say buy this game if it's an 8. They would not tell you to rent it. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't speak of it as if it's a rental. This reminds me back of what they did with Madden 06. They said, "Oh, this game's solely a rental. This game's definitely not a buy." But then they give the game an 8. So I mean, these guys are paid. They're paid to rate the games the way they are. But then when the user mess around and they pay attention to what these people say, you see what happens. They're getting burned, and they're giving these ratings like, "Yo, these games are terrible." But then Backbreaker earned a 7.4, 7.3, and an 8.1 from the consumer. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I already know what a lot of fanboys are all gonna say. "Oh, it's just because Backbreaker's a new game and there's been nothing out for years, so of course they're gonna give it those high ratings." Like, no. The thing is, people are coming out here and smashing on Backbreaker at the rate they're doing it, and how they're going about it. You would have thought Backbreaker was a game that's been coming out for 22 years, and Madden just made its debut back in June. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the game has been completely broken over these years. There's no denying that. Madden has came out with the same old product, same old thing, all these years, and the thing is, no one's saying anything about it. No one's trying to. No one's truly standing up for it. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, these dudes don't care. They are not going to fix this game. They're going to do what they feel needs to be fixed. These guys probably have by now, they probably have like maybe 2, 3 million, 4 million blogs and comments about what needs to be fixed in this game from Madden 06 and now. And I'm very confident that I could go to those pages if I were able to see all of them. And clearly you'll see the same thing. Same kind of gameplay issues, same kind of gameplay flaws. And these dudes are not paying attention to any of it. They're doing solely what they want to do. But you know what? The thing is, the consumer is coming up and saying, "Oh man, it's the greatest thing ever, so I'm gonna buy it anyway." Okay. And don't get me wrong, if you love Madden and if you love Madden the way it is, and you want to get your casual game on and you want to do it, that's up to you. But this is for the people that want to be ignorant. You know, they want to completely ignore the issues of the game and want to come out here and praise it for the broken game that it is. I mean, even 360 Beast, you know, came out and he put up a vid showcasing dudes running in the rain and slipping and falling. I mean, the play still didn't make sense because you had Deion Anderson in there, number 34, completely gets sucked into an animation that got played out. And then you got Miles Austin catching a reception. He's going to go for a one-handed catch in the rain. That's not logical. That makes no sense. The game should have way better logic by now. And it doesn't showcase any of that. It still makes silly decisions and everything else. And people are relying so heavy on verses with his slider sets, thinking, oh, he's about to save the game. Oh man, it's all is well. Keep hope alive, y'all. Keep hope alive. No, he's not saving the game. The game is mechanically broken. The engine is busted. And these dudes come out and they blame the technology. They blame the consoles for the reason why the game works. It's not their end. It's the console. So it's Sony and Microsoft's fault the way the game runs. You know what I'm saying? Everything they got is straight. But the thing is, it runs smoother on PS2. That's the thing. Honestly, it makes me believe that these dudes program these games for PlayStation 2. And then they come out and they put it up on Xbox. They give it the graphical facelift and drop it on Xbox and PS3. With all the flaws and the shifting and morphing and everything else. So, I mean, I just had to put this little piece out here because the thing is, this is from the consumers. This is from those people that stood outside at midnight. You know, these are people that stood outside at midnight that had the game FedEx to them next day air and all that stuff. All of this is from the fanboys and from the casual fans alike. They're coming out saying, yo, Madden is bad. Madden's terrible. This is no front. You could go to the sites respectively and you could see it. These are not fabricated numbers here. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there has to be a breaking point where Madden has to get it together. EA has to get it together. You know what I'm saying? But if they're not going to get it together, then we're left with very limited options. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, I'm going to call it a wrap on this video. And, you know, like I said, man, I would love to see Madden get back to the days of like it was on PS2 and everything, where the gameplay was done to justice. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what level you played it on. You know what I mean? But I guess we're just going to have to deal with whatever it is they put out. So, oh well. But this is your boy Smitty signing out. I'll holla at y'all. Peace.